Hi, I'm Mark Dias, and welcome back to Let's Play Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Let's finish this, and ow, I just need my keyboard. While my keyboard stand. Alright, so blocks pushed. So hopefully that's enough to make the diagram thing. And I'm probably going to quick save before I fight the last butthole. Because I get the feeling that I don't have all the pieces just yet. Alright, so let's quick save here. Because I'm gonna guess that that guy's already respawned. He didn't. Alright. So maybe I have enough blocks. Yeah, I'm not gonna push it. Okay. So, and then let's just do it that way. And then like that. And then like that. Oh. Huh. Derps. Good. Is it boss time? I really hope it's boss time. Okay. Whee! That was odd. Oh yay, more buttholes. Screw it. There's the stabs. I love how they knew how much bullshit the enemies were, that they always put these like stabs all over the place. Also, I like how you can't kill an enemy in the time that the next soul would come up. Like, kinda silly. So we have a bell or Jesus with really long arms. Upside down Jesus. So I guess let's just spin it until something happens. I'm gonna guess he's gonna be at the empty place. Okay. Oh, there's multiples. Oh, okay. Alright, so I know Zenny coin. Okay. Look like... Yeah, I'm gonna guess I'm gonna need all three puzzles in order to do this. So... Okay, so it only turns in half steps? Or... Okay, so I guess the top piece has to be facing things, so let's put that on this one. I don't know why, it just looks like maybe that's what I have to do. Okay, and then... was that Virgo? Virgo can go on the pyramid. Why not? Why? Because I don't know why. Apparently it works. I am a genius somehow. Unless that's just one of them. Okay, there's a switch. And nothing over on that side. Okay, so I guess I just keep flipping them until it gives me the right answer, or... oh, no, I guess all of them are like that now. Oh, come on. Don't be a derp. I had no idea. The only one I really knew about was the one over here, so... yay, dumb luck, winning the day. Because I remember seeing that symbol before. That was on the doors in the basement area on the way. Wherever that door is. I don't even think I saw a door yet. Ah, well, there we go. That solves that issue. I mean, really, that's just a brute force puzzle, because you know one of the answers. So, all you have to do is try the other two. Ah, that lonely foot-slapping sound. I'm gonna hear that, like, on my deathbed. That's just gonna be the foot-slapping sound over and over again. Oh. We've reached the Fog Gate.
My arrival in this miserable age. What trickery is this?
It is no illusion, Raziel, but a glimpse into the currents of time itself.
Sure, whatever you say. Now you must go back to the beginning with all your abilities and kill them all over again. Okay. So that's just like a thing? Some sort of quote-unquote exposition? Exposition gates. It's just gonna be Kain having sex with a Hot Pocket.
These apparitions torment me.
Why?
Has this all been foretold?
Okay. Yeah, it's when you discovered a
Impossible.
not so...
This must be one of Kain's deceptions.
Sure, whatever. You really are clueless. Like, I know you've been dead a long time, but I'm pretty sure large chunks of your brain are already gone. I foretold this. It was a prophecy that was yet to happen. Okay. Okay. I guess we just have to keep going until we discover all of them. Just let me fight the friggin' last boss, or the time wizard, or whoever the fuck I'm gonna fight next. Like, seriously. Oh no, it's that time I only wiped once after pooping in the woods.
My mind reels with conflict. Does Kain await me moments from now? Or in some century yet to come?
It's already happened. You don't remember. Because you have amnesia. That would actually be a better twist. It was like, Kain never existed. It's just you being crazy. You just went around slaughtering all sorts of mystical creatures. Let's look in the star anus. Yeah, kill her. I'm sick of her shit.
This cannot be. What madness does this scene portend? Kain must think me credulous to suffer these lies.
Snow. I don't know. I think that lady needs to die. She's annoying as shit. Unless Kain is in love with her. Please be him having sex with Kain's corpse. Please be him just eating Reese's peanut butter cups on a couch. Watching Jerry Springer. Damn, that Soul Reaver is like a fucking rainbow. Don't worry, just throw a rock at him and then he just loses all of his ability.
Is this phantasm a conjuration of my mind? Or an echo of future events?
Find out in the sequel. Oh, wait. This really is just a gigantic exposition dump. It'd be different if they, like, showed the events. Like, as it went. Like, as the game went, they showed you those. Like, each one had a portal showing something different, or showing their demise. This is actually an interesting hallway. Oh, hey. Let's check out the door. Fancy. Okay, so we're in Time Wizard's place. And a quick save. Because I haven't saved in a little while. Well, not like it matters. I mean, essentially this game is just a story driven by your ability and willingness to push yourself through the game. Because I'm not even sure if you're in spectral form, if you run out, if you even die, or if you just go back to the start. I don't think you can actually permanently die in this game and get a game over. Well, that's quite a door you have, sir.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, Did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
No. I had faith in you. In your ability to hate. In your self-righteous indignation.
Lies. I
Okay.
could not have foreseen all of this.
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never have contained such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Gazing out across the plains of possibility, do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. And that is why, when I must sacrifice my children to the void, I can do so with a clear heart.
Very poetic, Kain. But in the end, you offer no more than a convenient rationalization for your crimes.
I mean, really, at that point, is it even a
These
crime?
chambers offer insight for those patient enough to look. In your haste to find me, perhaps you have not gazed deeply enough. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine a millennium ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. We are compelled ineluctably down preordained paths. Free will is an illusion.
I have been to the tomb of Seraphan, Kain. Your dirty secret is exposed. How could you transform a Seraphan priest into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Can you grasp the absurd beauty of the paradox? We're the same. Seraphan and vampire. With our holy wars, our obsession with Nosgoth's domination, who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
I will not applaud your clever blasphemy. The Seraphan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Seraphan were noble, altruistic? Don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
You are lost in a maze of moral relativism, Kain. These apparitions and portents. What game are you playing now?
Destiny is a game, is it not? And now, you await my latest move.
Okay. So now I'm gonna hear an annoying grinding sound. Go ahead and do it. I'll be down here. Oh. It hits me regardless. Well, I'll just wait for you to hit me and then... Ugh, annoying. Are you just appearing in the same place? Okay. Wow, this is just tedious. Well, I can just wait here all day. Okay, he didn't appear this one. Okay, he's just appearing in the same one. If he doesn't appear in this one this time, I'm going to be really annoyed. Heal me. This is so annoying, because there's no way I can get there fast enough. Ugh. It's not like I can avoid it. Well, this is fucking annoyingly tedious. Okay. God, this is dumb. Finally, Jesus fuck. Oh great, now he's even higher up. No, jump, idiot! Oh my god, really? Because it controls? Fucking stupid. Now it's all just fucking guesswork, because I can't fucking look up at him. Okay, so he was behind me this time. Like, if he had a pattern, that'd be alright. Oh, come on with the fucking jumping, you idiot. God. This game makes me angry for its control schemes. And now he's over there. Like, how are you supposed to do this rationally? Like, this just becomes meaningless at a point. Like, can I go over and hit the switches and force him to come down or something? Okay. So let's see if he's... Can we... Oh, and I can't get up there. Lovely. Let's see where he hits me from this time. Over there. And he's not up here. Like, if you could at least dodge it or, like, be out of his way, but no. Come on, heal me. And he's not up here again. Not up here again. Nope, he's over there this time. So there's no way to predict where he's going to be. It's just fucking guesswork. Well, isn't that fucking stupid? Oh, he actually missed me? Interesting. But he can hit me there. Well, it looks like I can take 2 hits from it, so... But then again, I have to hit him with the Soul Reaver, so... I'll just wait for him to hit me again and then get back up there. Can I, like, hide behind the walls or something? No, I can't. This is just stupid. Let's see. Okay, so from straight ahead. Straight ahead again. So let's see. I'm gonna quick save. Okay. Fuck's sake. Seriously? Thank you, Jesus. This is just stupid. Again. If I have to jump up even higher, I'm gonna be so freaking annoyed. Just save, scum it.
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Be warned, Raziel. Once you cross this threshold, you are beyond my influence.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer.
Sure.
Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Okay.
Where time is but a loop, a loose stitch in the universal cloth. A streamer might seize upon a chance, a fatal slip, and plunge the fate of planets into chaos.
Okay. Wow, that's a quality ending game. You really, like, made me thirsty for more. Okay, I really don't get the appeal of these games. Like, it feels like the tedious parts of games like Primal, and even as games that come out at that time, like the time that this came out, there were plenty of other really solid action games. So I mean, other than being like emo vampire obsessed, and even in that light, it's not even that good because there isn't much for story. It's the same thing as the first one. Go find these people and kill them. Like, why? And like, furthermore, like, if Kain is jumping through time, supposedly, then in theory he could just keep sending himself back and redoing everything and make a causal loop where he can't lose. So it's all in all kind of silly. And like, I don't know, the other vampires don't even feel like they're vampires. They're just random monsters. And there isn't really any coherency as the story goes. Like in the early light beams they hurt you and then later they don't. I mean, granted they had, like, good voice actors and stuff, but it's just like, I don't know, it just doesn't, I don't know, again, it's another identity crisis. It looks like Chris Redfield. Like, it tries to be an action game, but it's too slow to be an action game. It tries to be like a puzzle game of a sort, but the puzzles are really kind of repetitive and slow. And the only thing that really makes them hard is enemies hitting you in the back while you're trying to solve them. I mean, literally, it's like the opening dungeon of Vagrant Story, and then none of the rest of Vagrant Story. But it's just, I don't know, it consistently feels like it's missing something. Like, the worlds are just so flat and boring. I mean, everything's just muddy gray, and it's like, oh, I despair so hard. I mean, look at him. He looks like the freaking Crow. Like, oh, everything is such a total downer for me. And it's like, that's... Like... Really? Like, and like, I don't know, it's started being like kind of Metroidvania, and then it stopped. Like, it just stopped being the same thing, if you know what I mean. Like, it without a map and without all this other stuff, it really doesn't fit into the Metroidvania, which it would have been better if it moved more towards a Metroidvania, but it didn't. And without a map, it really ruins it. And the lack of changing options for like invert or and like the aiming thing that didn't work out well, like, you should have just dedicated another button to it, because it's really clunky and there's too many things that are like quick gimmicks. Like, I don't know, it like the spin around thing was the most useless thing I've ever seen. Like, it was just used for a few puzzles, which I guess it's a way to turn dials and stuff. But you could have just done that with, like, pressing square on like, a turnstile thing. Like, I don't know. I mean, it didn't have much in direction, I guess, and it really just, like, I don't know. It feels entirely like something's missing. Like, it's not a complete game. Like, really, it feels like one of those indie games you buy on Steam that's, like, trying to be emo and dark and all this stuff, which really, I guess, are just clones of this in the long run. But, like, the first one tried really hard to be Diablo, and it was terrible. And felt like it was made, like, shorthanded and had all sorts of issues and ugly UI and loading issues and all this stuff. This game, however, felt like it was trying to go somewhere, and then it never did. They record this on a VCR? Damn. And the combat was just dreadful. Like, the dodging isn't really that useful. And having it on the D-pad makes it worse. And, like, the souls, when you try to suck them and they go, like, all over the place and never come to you, and, like, random floor glitches and stuff, and, like, the sneak, like, I don't see a point at any point in this game where sneak would even remotely be useful. All the enemies are mostly encountered in giant rooms or long, thin hallways. There's no room to sneak. There's no need to shove stealth into this game at all. It felt really tossed in there, like, oh, we need to put something on L1. And instead of saying, oh, well, the aim for your spirit projectile is on L1, or, you know, something else is on there. And, like, it didn't feel like it was going anywhere or doing anything. And the swim feature was freaking dreadful. And, like, the spirit realm, like, first off, let's start with the point where he said that you need to unburden all these souls. Okay, I get it. You need to unburden souls. That's a thing. But then there's nothing about what that's going to... It ultimately becomes about, like, oh, I must get revenge. And, like, it feels really almost cliched. Because you never really resolve all the souls that are missing, kind of thing. So, yeah. And then you just throw yourself through a portal to Kain. Seems kind of silly. And also, that's the other thing. Sneak did not work well for, like, crouching against that. Like, even in the demo here, he's not doing the step forward thing that he was doing for me. So, whether that's just an emulation bug or it was something that was in the original version, but they cut it and changed it a little bit, I don't know. But in general, it was missing a lot of elements, and the camera control was terrible. like a lot of the jumping puzzles, everything was like brown or gray, so it all blended into each other. So it's very hard to navigate like which is which, and your shadow is so faint that like it only appears for like half a second on tiny platforms, and you have to press it the second you see it. And I don't know, it feels like basically a poorly made Tomb Raider with the first... Where the fuck is this? Is this even in the game? This isn't even in the game. Why are they showing stuff? Yeah, none of this was in the game. So that didn't make any sense why that was shown as a demo. But yeah, I mean, huge identity crisis. I mean, even for the time, I mean, I guess it's okay for the time, but like the jumping having issues all over the place, and where the jump heights aren't similar, and I have touch sensitivity on both of my controllers, so the harder I press them, the harder the button would be. But on this game, I highly doubt it has pressure sensitivity, but for some reason it acts like it has it. And if it's duration presses, if I press it the same, he might jump really far or he might jump really close. There's no in between. Yeah, that doesn't even look like it looks in the game. And this whole thing where you have to like throw them on there, big time waster. Most of the enemies could just be evaded. So I mean, I could see if you're looking at this being like, wow, that looks like a really cool game. But this area isn't even in the game either. Yeah, so they have all these parts of the game that were never added. And also, I don't know why you had all those extra dots. I guess there were like hidden things you could get. Also, sneaking does not work like that. You'll fall right off the edge even if you are sneaking. I tried it a couple times. It doesn't work as advertised. But yeah, sneak was pointless. There's a lot of things that were really pointless in this game. And like the one hit until you lose the Soul Reaver is just silly. Like, I know it makes enemies generally a cakewalk, but like if you see how much damage those enemies do later on, instead of having people transfer back and then they're spitting stuff at you, if it was like, oh, when you're down to half health you lose it, or when you're down to a quarter health you can't use it any longer, or fuck, make it so one blade, like if you pull out the blade it drains your health, but if it's away it doesn't, or something like that. Like, oh, now you have the blade, now your soul meter is safe, your body won't decay because it's inside you, keeping you from dying. But once you pull it out, your health degrades as normal, and that way it makes combat more interesting because you're like, oh, well, I can hold off until I need to refill, you know. But I don't think that they really thought hard about the combat, and they made it really dry and bland. I'd rather just, like, I don't know, pay Mega Man X4 or like something that has a little more style. I mean, I won't say it's antiquated. I can see where they were going, but I just think they weren't able to do it. So some people love this game and love the first Legacy of Kain for some fucking reason. But all in all, it's really not. It's not anything that I would have liked. Like, I remember playing this, but I don't remember it being this bad, I guess. Like, I mean, basically it's a poor man's Tomb Raider. That's really what it comes down to. But I think I'm done with this. I'm done ranting. If you liked the LP, check out my Patreon, follow me on Twitter, like the video, do whatever you want. You know what? Go have yourself a sandwich if you really want. Don't take my advice. Do what feels right. But yeah, I'm Morak Dias on all medias, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.